Welcome to Crocodile MTG, your home of competitive, constructed play in the modern, standard, and legacy formats. Today's video was brought to you by all our wonderful sponsors, affiliates, and patrons. Thank you so much for supporting the Crocodile MTG channel, and we hope you enjoy today's video. Hello everyone and welcome. My name is Jordan and this is Crocodile MTG, and I am here to bring you another Magic the Gathering video. Today we're playing Copycat Combo in Pioneer, which is potentially the new Modern format. Modern is still a format, but Pioneer is the, I don't want to say Modern Light, because that's not correct. I think it was Ross Merriam saying it's like Standard Plus, as opposed to Modern Light. I think I'm going to mulligan this hand. We really want to be able to turn to a Planeswalker, which this hand lets us. So I think I'm going to actually put Brazen Borrower on the bottom. We're going to keep this 6. And then we're going to keep Brazen Borrower on bottom. Done. We're on the play, so we're going to Botanical Sanctum and play Lanimore Elves. And then hopefully we get to play turn to Oko, which is an extremely powerful combo. If you are familiar with it at all, in Standard, Modern, or Legacy, or Vintage, you've definitely seen Oko hanging out around there. Alright, so actually, what I'm going to do here, which may seem a little unconventional, I think I'm going to Mana Deny our opponent. Mana Denial is actually really important in Standard, and I think it's actually going to be more important in Pioneer here. So they could have probably just mirrored us here. Wow, we have identical starts almost. Oh, wow. Okay, so we have... We're going to go ahead and play Heart of Kiran here. And we'll see if our opponent has... They don't. Okay, so... We're going to play Othanissa, and the reason for that is we want to land. And we're going to go ahead and take the Botanical Sanctum here because we can't cast the Teferis at the moment. And we're going to play Elvish Mystic. Oh, we can cast the Teferis because I have an Othanissa. My bad. Alright, we're going to pass the turn. We can crew Heart of Kiran the block. The Elk on our opponent's battlefield if we want. We'll see what our opponent decides to do here. They are thinking about doing something. I'm just not sure what. Okay, they're actually going to Petty Theft. That's interesting. I'm not sure why they didn't Petty Theft the Heart of Kiran. Elk. Alright, I'm going to crew. We'll move the blocks. Oh, wow, they had another Brazen Borrower. Oh, and that kills our Oko. Oh, man. Wow, smart play from our opponent. At first, I didn't understand, but yeah, they have 2. That makes sense. They had 2 Brazen Borrowers. Alright, we're actually going to go ahead and play the Teferi here. And we're going to play it through Heart of Kiran. I mean, through Othanissa. And I think I'm just going to bounce our Lanimore Elf here. And yeah, I'll play another Othanissa. There's Saheeli. And I'll pass the turn. So we'll see what our opponent decides to start doing here. We do have Teferi on the battlefield, so they're not going to be able to just immediately pick off our... Oh, wow, they have Collected Company. So this is not another Saheeli deck. This is a... Huh. Alright, what do you got, opponent? Do your worst. Alright, if we draw a white source here, we might be in pretty decent shape. They do know about the Saheeli. Is that all they know? And Botanical Sanctum, which I already played. A Scavenging Ooze from our opponent. Ooh, there's a Gilded Goose. So... what's the play here? Take up Teferi. Play Heart of Kiran. Play Gilded Goose. Because we only need 6 mana to actually pull off our combo. One, two, three, four, five, six. So now we have to wait and see. We have Heart of Kiran we can use as a blocker. As long as this Teferi resolves, I think we just win the game here. As long as the Teferi lives. Actually, it has to be Teferi. Okay, here's the thing. Our opponent is going to try and disrupt our combo. To guarantee we win, they have to kill the Teferi. If they don't kill the Teferi, we automatically win next turn. However, if they kill the Teferi and still don't have disruption, we can still win next turn. So if they attack both at Teferi, I'm going to block with the Heart of Kiran. Alright, and this is where I was wondering. So I'm going to just trade Heart of Kiran with the Bone Crusher. And now whatever they play, as long as they don't disrupt our mana, we win next turn. And if you don't see it, what we can do is we can Gilded Goose, making a white source, play our Felidar Guardian, bounce the land we tapped with the Felidar Guardian, and then play the Saheeli because Oath and Nissa lets us play Saheeli. Yep, and that's the game. Alright, our opponent completely tapped out. So here we go. Add a white. Bounce the land. Alright, and they know about the Saheeli, so now we can just play the Saheeli and win. Alright, so our opponent is playing food. It's like food cocoa. So we saw a bunch of Brazen Borrowers. We saw... I think that's enough to bring in the Deafening Clarions. I also think Mystical Dispute's probably okay enough in this matchup that I'd want it. I don't know if they're going to be bringing in their own counter magic, and if they do, Veil of Summer might be something worth it. But at the same time, I'm kind of half and half on it. Rest in Peace and Deafening Silence doesn't really do too much here. Righteous Surge is kind of whatever. Alright, what will we take out, I guess? We want the Teferis. Reflector Mage seems fine. Rogue Refiner might be a little slow, but at the same time, Rogue Refiner blocks pretty well. Wild Slash is actually probably okay as well. Maybe it's just Trim and Elvish Mystic. Oko's probably okay. I don't know about these Rogue Refiners. Rogue Refiner draws us another card, which is actually a decent value. Once Upon a Time helped us in that one match. It basically found us a land that we needed. Maybe we don't want the Mystical Disputes, but I think... because they are pretty heavy green. They're just splashing for, like, Oko. I guess they had Disruption in the form of Brazen Borrower. Alright, I have a minute left to decide. I guess I'm going to go ahead and cut the Rogue Refiners. Reflector Mage is an immediate trade-off. I don't want them to kill a Rogue Refiner with something and then be able to just swing past it. Alright, so we'll see here. Our opening hand. We do have a turn 2 Oko or Teferi. I definitely think this is keepable. So we'll turn 1 play Breeding Pool, turn 2 play one of our 3-mana Planeswalkers, as long as they don't disrupt us. Alright, Lanham or Elves from our opponent. Actually, maybe I should have just shocked Wild Slash the elf. Alright, we'll see how they proceed. Alright, they actually are going to shock ours. So let's shock theirs now. Alright, Elvish Mystic. Okay, wow, they're actually stumbling on mana here. Alright, let's take advantage of this. I'm actually going to play Teferi here. Alright, and if they play the Lanamore Elves again, we can Reflector Mage it. Yeah, okay. We're actually in a pretty great spot here. Blue, white, colorless, Reflector Mage. And now we'll get Oko down next turn, probably. Alright, they'll probably play the Bone Crusher Giant here, if I were to guess. No, a Brazen Borrower. Okay. So I think I'm going to play this tapped. Oh, this is weird. Our mana is actually a little weird here. So I'm going to have to use this for green, which is fine because we have all 4 of our colors. I think I did that correctly. Okay. So I actually should have played Temple Garden untapped instead of using my my Aether Hub. So Aether Hub now is just a dead card unless I draw another Aether Hub. But even then, it's just a one-time use because I took out Rogue Refiner. So our opponent's definitely in a different predicament. If they attack our Teferi here, we're just going to bounce the Reflector Mage. Alright, so they're probably ensuring that we kill the Teferi. But again, we have 6 mana next turn. If we draw Felidar Guardian, we can just win. Alright, there's an Elvish Mystic. Oh, and wow. Our opponent's going to be very upset about this. Reflector Mage coming down. I'm going to bounce the Elvish Mystic here. I'm going to create a food here, I think. I think I'm going to block. That might have been wrong. Maybe I should have just Oko'd my Reflector Mage here. Wow, Savage Knuckleblade. They're really going into this Temur shell pretty hard. Oh, and for Exian Revoker. See, but the thing is, I can just Oko it. Okay, so now I just bounce it with Teferi and then Oko the Knuckleblade. Oh, and that's just the combo. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and bounce. We're going to go ahead and Oko. Alright, let me do this correctly. Alright, and that's the game. And our opponent concedes. Good game, opponent. Thank you all so much for watching. Please go head over and check out our awesome sponsor, Mana Traders. Mana Traders is an awesome card rental service which you can use to rent on MTGO or tabletop Magic at major events. If you want to check out their service, you can get 15% off your first 3 months using promo code Crocodile. It helps support the channel, and honestly, I encourage you to use their service. We're playing the deck we are today because we are using their service. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you next match. Thank you so much for watching. Please go hit that like and subscribe button if you enjoyed today's video. For your custom playmats, mouse pads, and more, head over to MTG Gaming. Use promo code crocodilemtg10 to receive 10% off your order. Today's video was brought to you by all our wonderful sponsors, affiliates, and patrons.